Now let me introduce the final presenter for today, Mortaza Rezae, and he will be talking to us about breaking the wall of accessibility for people with autism spectrum.
Good afternoon, and thank you for your time. This is my youngest brother, Naweed, on his 8th birthday. He's cheerful, he's really smart, and he's kind. Naweed was diagnosed with autism at 18 months when we consulted a specialist about his language delay. We immediately started early intervention through speech pathology in special schools. People with autism see the world differently. Their characteristics include limited communication and social skills, repetitive behavior, and the inability to self-regulate. They're also very sensitive to touch, noise, smell, and light. Nonetheless, it's imperative that these individuals actively engage in the community, including employment, education, social, and leisure. Today, I want to talk about a critical barrier in community engagement for people with autism, and that barrier is transportation, more specifically public transport. There are 230,000 individuals living in Australia that have officially been diagnosed with autism, and up to 85% of them have anxiety. And public transport is a minefield of anxiety, distress, and sensory overload. The current public transport infrastructure in Australia is simply not accessible to people with autism. But this can change. Our solution is an intelligent mobile app that makes public transport easier for people with autism through step-by-step, real-time, customized instructions. This solution has been co-produced and validated by people with autism. The app calculates public transport routes based on users' preferences, including crowdedness and number of interchanges. A customized to-do list enables users to specify things they want to be reminded to pack for their trip. The intelligent disruption management system detects disruption, for example, if the user forgets to disembark at a station and reroutes the user to reach their final destination safely. A clearly visible button allows the user to, among other functionalities, to view anxiety and sensory overload tips when they need it, and also ask for assistance through a customizable virtual card when verbal communication is simply not possible. Currently, this solution is only available in Australia, but here we have a unique opportunity to make public transport accessible for every individual living with autism across the world. How powerful would our world be if people with autism could engage in the community through their unique skills and attributes, participate in education, and interact with the community freely and without the wall of transport accessibility? Thank you.
Thank you for Mortaza. There's a question over there, question there. Let's start here.
Thank you. I think autism is probably quite underdiagnosed, and I'm just wondering, when I'm listening to this, what consideration you're given to that, the scalability, possibly other conditions that it might lend itself to?
The solution we have designed. Okay, so this solution has been designed with the people on the autism spectrum in mind, but it is also applicable to people with cognitive disabilities, so people with dementia, Alzheimer's, people with brain damage. So it's very much, it's definitely able to scale to different cohorts, but at the moment, the focus has been people with autism. And when I said 230, those people, they have 230,000, they have officially been diagnosed. So we don't know exactly how many are actually not diagnosed. Yeah.
Thank you. In terms of implementing something like this, have you designed it so that it needs integration with the transportation network, or is it an independent solution that works off GPS and locationing, etc.?
That's a great question. Actually, we're launching on the 28th of September in New South Wales through the New South Wales Government for Transport. So this is actually being implemented, and it's actually being made available to people in Australia on the 28th of September. And we have many different partners we work at. So this project is being funded with from the Autism CRC. There's the University of Western Sydney, Curtin University is involved. We got a funding from the Department of Finance and Transportation from the New South Wales government. So there's a lot of collaboration going on to make sure this product delivers real value.
Good. And let's thank, first of all, Mortaza for the good presentation.